just me and my guitar.
Hey, what's happening guys? Mark back here in the workshop on Mark's Aquatics. I went to my little local B&Q and they were selling these little light bulbs off. Little solar power they are. Look, they've got little solar panels in the top. So you leave them outside and they charge up during the day, and over night time you turn your light off and these little bulbs come on. Look at that. And I thought we could do something with that. We can make something, a little aquarium, a little micro one. We're going to put anything alive in it. We're just going to put some plants in it, I think, and just hang it up in here somewhere under my lights, probably from my from the old mini pond over there. I think it looked quite good. Basically the top screws on, you pull out the LEDs like that, and then we've got a small hole there left with the thread on the top, which has been hot glue gunned on. That's been glued onto there, but we'll leave that on there. But what we're gonna have to do is remove this little shape inside, because I think what we could do, I do like these little LEDs. Look at that, you put your finger over that sensor and they come on like that. And this was £1. That's all it was. They were getting rid of them. As you can see, it's probably why they're a little bit scratched up on the top. I think it might have a plastic film on there still, so I might be able to peel that off. But that's probably why they were going cheap. But they got a nice little plastic top on them. But I thought what we could do is we could bunch up all these little lights. Oh, hang about, you got your little on-off switch in there as well. I didn't realise that was in there, so you can turn them off and on, which is good. That's brilliant. So we got our own little switch in there. So what I'm going to do is just put these in, and we're going to grind out with our little Dremel. We're going to grind out this piece in the top. There you go, guys. We've cut that bit out now. So now our little LEDs, obviously we're going to be bunched up now, but that can still screw on there like that. So we've still got our little holding bracket there. Now what we've got to do is we've got to fix these little LEDs into the top. And because it's on bendy wire, I think we'll just literally spiral them around into a little bunch underneath. Just like that. And we turn our lights off, and you've got a little glowing, and you should be able to screw that now back up there. As you can see now, we've got a clear bowl with our little light. It's not a very strong light, but we can put some little mosses and things in there. I think that'll look quite good. Turn the old light back on again. I'm just going to have to rinse this out now, because we've got some plastic dust inside. There you go, guys. We've got some of that JBL Zanzibar sand left that we used in the mini pond there in front of you. I think what we could do is we could just put some of that into this. I'll put it in unwashed because we can rinse it out inside. There you go, we've got a little bit of substrate in there now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rinse that through now with some clean water, and then we'll put a couple of little plants in there, I think. There you go, guys. We've filled him up with water, washed the gravel out, screwed the top on, and it looks quite funky just with the sand in. I think it'll look quite nice hung up in a window somewhere at the night time, or in a kiddie's bedroom or something like that. I think that'll look quite good. It's got a little crocodile clip on the top there which came with it, so you can grip onto stuff, and it's quite strong, that. You can stick it on my there you go. I'll just support it with my hand, but that's how strong that clip is. It's pinched onto my finger there, and it's hanging on there quite well. So it will grip hold of something. You don't have to get a good magnification through it as well, but we've put I might put a bit of moss in there, I think, or something like that, and have it hanging up in here. And just rattle it around a bit, and then it self-levels that sand out. It's like a big teardrop. That's different. Right, I think we get some plants in it now. Hey, there you go, guys. We're all set up. We've got a few different types of plants now, and we've got some little bits of aquascaping rocks, some little tiny bits. We filled it up with some water. Just took a little bit out of the little mini pond there. We've got some dwarf baby's tears, which I think will look quite nice in there. A couple of little bunches of dwarf hair grass, some gramifolia in amongst that, and a couple of chunks of the pondweed out of the mini pond, just to put in there as well. So I think what we can do first is we can put in these. We've got these different chunks of. I'm not sure if that's going to fit in now. Yes, it will. We're going to have to drop all these things in, and then we're going to have to put my little acrylic tube inside. And also with the displacement, I've got this other tube which I can suck some water out and put into my little jar there. Because every stone you put in, that water's going to rise up. So a nice little fiddly little job. Now it's just positioning everything how we're going to want it. And I think what we're going to have to do is we put that, got a nice little bit of root system on there as well, we can pop that in. My daughter saw this, so I'm making it for her. We've got quite a bit of a deep sand bed there, so we can rattle this stuff in. And if we use 2 bits, and then we'll get a small piece of stone, and we'll just put that in amongst there. Nice and fiddly little jobs these, but I enjoy them. And we can just cover that root system, and that will take hold. That one's got a nice little root system on that one that we can wriggle in and grab those roots and just push them underneath. And then we can put the dwarf hair grass. It's looking quite funky in there actually. And we've got some more of this dwarf baby's tears as well. And I think we're nearly done. Yeah, that looks quite good, that does, I think. Quite an effective little light bulb there. And we'll just move that maybe a bit further to the back. Obviously it's going to allow for the growth as well. And then we find our little top, screw him on, and see what happens when we turn the lights off. Let's turn these off as well. That's quite funky, that is. I quite like that. And we can hang that up now. It's only a very faint light. I'm just going to pause you a minute and I'm going to hang it up somewhere else. There you go, guys. I'm going to hang him up in the workshop, I think, underneath my light, under the old Marks Aquatics sign there, which little Johnny made for me and sent it over. I think that looks quite dandy in there for a little light bulb. And we've got our own little light in there, so when we turn that light off, it should have its own little night light come on. There you go. Not bad at all. And then when it's charging up during the day, it'll come on again overnight. So it's going to be interesting now to see how that grows out. Put the moonlights on as well, give it a different effect altogether. And back to full power. There you go, guys. If you see one of these in your local DIY shops or anywhere like that, I got this down at my local B&Q and they were selling them off for about £1 each, I think. I enjoyed making that. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Cheers for tuning in. As always, you're all stars. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you on the next episode of Marks Aquatics. Bye for now.
Just me and my guitar.